Welcome back to the GG Over Easy podcast, episode 205. My name is BlueWestlo. Here is Robbie underscore V. Today we're
Robbie
talking.
underscore sick.
That's right. Robbie underscore viral disease. Wait, viral infection. Not viral disease. Viral. Whatever. Speaking of
A lot
viral.
of people think I have an STD, so thanks.
Venereal. That's venereal, Rob.
Oh, is it?
Anyways. Gee, yeah, venereal. You don't get a viral disease from having sex, Rob.
Well, what if your sex tape went viral and you got an STD there?
Speaking of things going viral on the internet, we got the Game Awards. This is our annual Game Awards nomination stream podcast where we talk about the games that we want to win, some of the games we think we're going to win, and we go through every single category, give our votes, what we are voting for, what we want to win. And just talk about the cool games that might win, may not win. Maybe talk about a couple of the snubs here and there. But this is a big gaming podcast day. So if you guys hate listening to our terrible opinions, congratulations. We're keeping it just to gaming this time. Anyways, stick around. Cold turkey may be great on sandwiches, but there's a better way to break your bad habits. We're not talking about summoning Cthulhu to release the impure desires that infringe upon our mortal lives, thus creating impurity to our tentacle god. We're talking about our sponsor, Fume. And they look at the problem in a different way. Not everything in a bad habit is wrong, so instead of a drastic, uncomfortable change, why not just remove the bad from your habit? Fume is an innovative, award-winning flavored air device that does just that. Instead of vapor, Fume uses flavored air. Instead of electronics, Fume is completely natural. And instead of harmful chemicals, Fume uses delicious flavors. You get it. Instead of bad, Fume is good. It's a habit you're free to enjoy and makes replacing your bad habit easy. Your Fume comes with an adjustable airflow dial and is designed with movable parts and magnets for fidgeting, giving your fingers a lot to do, which is helpful for de-stressing and anxiety while breaking your habit. I've actually been waiting for a company to focus on the flavor and action of inhaling air for a long time. Back in college, I actually had some pretty bad habits myself, and even researching alternatives made me realize that I just wasn't going to find anything back then that let me enjoy the flavor and only the flavor of something like Fume. I was really surprised by how much taste such a compact device could pack into it, and it's incredibly refreshing to enjoy the natural taste they offer. I'd compare it to something like herbal tea, just in air form. Stopping is something we all put off because it's hard, but switching to Fume is easy, enjoyable, and even fun. Fume has served over 150,000 customers and has thousands of success stories, and there's no reason that can't be you. Join Fume in accelerating humanity's breakup from destructive habits by picking up the Journey Pack today. Head to tryfume.com and use code GG to save 10% off when you get the Journey Pack today. That's tryfum.com and use code GG to save an additional 10% off your order today.
This show is brought to you by our sponsor, BetterHelp. Daylight savings is in full gear, which means seasonal depression is at an all-time high. I don't know about you guys, but I definitely struggle with it. That's why if you're looking for therapy, you should look at BetterHelp. BetterHelp was professional, on time, and if I didn't like any of my therapists, I was able to switch it right away. I also didn't have to talk to anybody on camera if I didn't feel like it. If you're starting to think about giving therapy a try, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire and to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. Find your bright spot this season with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/GG today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/GG. Thank you, BetterHelp, for sponsoring this podcast. Remember, guys, that's BetterHelp, HELP.com/GG.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the GG Over Easy podcast. Not a rerun this week.
Not a rerun.
205?
205.
Sorry about the rerun last week. I had to go to a wedding, and that's where I got sick. Currently am sick. kind of on the tail end of it now. Last night though was pretty rough. It was kind of one of those things where, um, you know, when you have like a dry cough and it just kind of hurts to cough. And then like you try and go to sleep, and then you're like, okay, try not to focus on coughing. Try not to, but then like now you're not trying to focus on sleep. You're just trying not to focus on
Yep.
cough. It
Yeah.
was awful, bro. It was like one of the worst nights of sleep last night that I think, because we were supposed to do this podcast early in the morning. It was 8 a.m. and I had probably slept 2 hours through the night. I literally messaged. I was like, look, man, I just doused myself with more NyQuil, which like, I don't know, man. I feel like those don't work unless you take too much. You know what I mean? Like if I take like
Yeah.
what I'm supposed to with NyQuil, I don't feel a thing. But if I take, you know, a little 2 swigs or something, you know, and feel a little bit better, that's when like I only really feel like I can fucking sleep. You know, playing a dangerous game, but I'm able to fucking sleep. So
I respect that in a dark, twisted way.
yeah, so like my throat, and like I tested for COVID. One of the tests I took, you know, had like the dimmest little line in the whole world, but like it looked like not filled in, you know. But those COVID tests, I feel like are sometimes like a 50-50. But you know, I am sick now. Positive for COVID? I don't think so. So appreciate the patience on the stream. I haven't streamed since I got sick.
I can tell you're going through it because you haven't even shaved. You're
Well,
just.
that's another
Oh,
thing. I'm actually.
are
I'm
you
glad you
working
bring it
on it?
up. No, it's actually for a sub goal that I had during the subathon where I don't shave for 2 months.
Dude, I think
Just
it
to
looks
kind of
good.
see. Do you think it looks good? I think it looks
So
awful.
here's the thing, all right? Here's the thing, and I can tell you this from all the ladies that are watching right now. You have insane Pete Davidson energy right now because of you being sick, so your hair's all messy and you look like you haven't slept in weeks, and you have that little, you know, that little like not quite full beard but not quite bald face, and there's just something that screams abusive about you right now,
Nice.
the way you look, and there's just something that really clicks with with audience about the Pete Davidson vibes right now. So you know, I don't mean to call anyone out. I'm sure there's probably people who are like listening right now, like, Jesus fucking Christ, Blue, why do you have to call me out like that? But you know it's true. So Rob's going through it right
Sydney
now.
loves Pete Davidson. Yeah, so this is currently what you're seeing here is like I think like 20, I think 22, 23 days or something like that. Cause I kind of started around like my birthday. Um, so yeah, currently growing this out. It's like super patchy. Able to kind of see, but there's like no hair from in here, but there's like a little
You're
bit of
starting from
hairs right
ground
here.
zero, dude, so I get it. I get it.
But like I'm not trying to actively grow it. I'm sure when 2 months finally ends, I will
No,
shave it.
100%. You're gonna be over it, I bet.
Because I don't think it looks good. I know I can't grow a beard. So that's there's that. So yeah. So for over the next couple weeks, I think for probably 6 more weeks, we'll see where this takes us. You can only really see the stash. You know, I got a pencil mustache. I don't think it'll ever be a full grown type of thing. But yeah, it's fun, I guess. I've never ever this is probably the longest my facial hair has ever been in my whole life, probably ever. Christian would probably say it looks good. I don't
I
think
think it
so.
looks good.
Speaking of Christian, for those that listen to the podcast and may not have seen it, I'm sure you guys did. Mr. Freak did put out an update video. So if you haven't seen that, go watch that. His return to the podcast is, you know, I don't want Christian to feel like he has to hop right back into a million things. So whenever he decides to work the podcast back into his schedule, we'll open him with open arms. But just understand that Blue and I aren't pressuring Christian in any sort of way to feel like he has to come back to the podcast immediately. So with Fruit's return to the podcast, still kind of up in the air on when it is, but it will be at some point.
Yeah.
But with that being said, we are in award season.
It is full on Game Awards season. This is the Game Awards voting episode, as we do every year.
Yep. We will have our own video game awards nominees and all that kind of stuff at the end of the year. I'm gonna make an award show. I'm gonna make our own kind of categories and stuff like that, and we'll all vote and have our sorts of things. I'll also put a poll in the Discord for those that support the GG Over Easy through Patreon. We'll tally your guys' votes as well for the listeners' vote. So yeah, we have 32 categories here from the Video Game Awards. Is there anywhere you would like to start, Blue?
Let's start from the back and let's go through it all, baby.
Okay, so we'll start from the back and we'll end at Game of the Year. So starting from the back here, we have the best esports event. The best esports event recognizes an event across single or multiple days that delivered a best of class experience for the participants and the broadcast audience.
Okay, so our nominees are 2023 League of Legends World Championship, Blast TV Paris Major 2023, EVO 2023, the International Dota 2 Championships, and the Valorant Champions. Not championships, just the Valorant Champions. They wanted to be nice and cute about it.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like this one's easy just because of everyone's biases here. I mean, I'm obviously going to vote EVO because I'm a huge fighting game freak, so.
Okay. I think my vote might surprise you. I'm not voting for Blast. Blast was kind of shit, actually.
I thought it was either Blast or League of Legends.
It's actually not League of Legends either. Believe it.
Are you going to vote for Valorant, my guy?
No, fuck no. Believe it or not, my vote is going to the International Dota 2 Championship. Every time,
yeah,
dude. I gotta say, like, I'm talking about from like a pure like knows nothing about Dota. Every time TI finals comes, where it's losers finals and then grand finals, I watch every game. The production was so sick this year. They had this cool like stained glass window thing. It really makes me wish that like Valve would do, and then this is probably like a really controversial take with the esports scene with CSGO. I wish they would do away with majors in CS2 and instead just have the international. And like just have once a year have a CS2 international tournament where we call it the international as well. And it has the same kind of, and it's like the one Valve event every year. And we take money from the battle pass or whatever they do. So it's like a $6 million pool, that type of thing. I think it would just really cool to see that kind of come to CSGO. And that's why I'm voting for the international. I think the international
people love Dota.
Right. And then I got to say too, what I love the most is kind of that arena type thing that you see with the internationals where they have like the players in like a box where they can't really hear anything. Like they just have the box and then like they're right across from me. I think that is so sick.
It adds to the immersion of this is some serious shit. So
yeah, exactly. Like, does those boxes really probably do anything other than like, I don't know, like just look
we
cool?
spent money on them, baby.
Yeah, so that would be my vote. I didn't really get to watch EVO this year.
Dude. Yeah, I'm sure Fruit was here. He would. That's not true. Fruit would probably have gone for League of Legends. Yep. But I loved EVO. EVO this year was great. I think EVO was.
I don't think Christian would do League because this League tournament is in Korea, and unfortunately, if Korea isn't playing, the crowd just doesn't show up.
Yeah.
So the crowd's been kind of like just and when like T1 or Gen G or KT Rolster were playing about it.
Fair.
We'll go. We'll skip like best esports coach. Like that's kind of because like whatever. All right, no, we won't. We'll go to the best esport coach. We'll do this one quick. Christy Potter Chi for Evil Geniuses. Danny Zonic for Team Falcons. Previously Team Vitality. Jordan Gumba Graham, Florida Mayhem. Remy XQK, he was the G2 coach. Or I don't know. Or Yoon Homi Song Young of JD Gaming, League of Legends. I'm gonna vote for the League of Legends guy because I think that's the guy that led JDG to nearly completing the Golden Road.
I don't know who
That's
any of
hard
these
to do.
people are, so I'm just gonna like shoot randomly. Um. Uh. Dude, I don't know. I think they all deserve to win. World peace.
Would you like to read best esports team?
Yes, sir. Well, we have best esports team, recognizing a specific esports team judged for the most outstanding for performance and conduct in 2023. We have Evil Geniuses, Fnatic, Gaiman Gladiators, JD Gaming, and Team Vitality.
So Evil Geniuses for Valorant, Fnatic is for Valorant, because it's like over a certain team, not the org itself. Yeah, Gaiman Gladiators, Dota 2, JDD, League of Legends, and Vitality Counter.
I'm voting for Evil Geniuses because I always like their branding.
I'm gonna go with JD Gaming because they nearly completed the Golden Road. With just losing to Faker in Korea, that just was gonna happen.
Well, shit.
Next category, Blue, we have esports, best esports athlete. We have Faker, Legend,
Faker
from CS:GO, Demon One from Valorant, Hydra from Call of Duty, Ruler from League of Legends, and Imperial Hal, Apex Legends.
Okay, I'm purely gonna go off of I'm going for Imperial Hal. I don't see a lot. I don't see a lot of Apex Legends represented often, and I think that's a cool dark horse pick.
Okay. I'm gonna go with the easy pick, and that's Faker. He broke
Dynasty,
his
dude.
he broke his wrist this or not, he didn't break his wrist. He hurt his wrist or something, had some sort of injury. And when he went to the bench, T1 just sucked. They were really bad. But then he came back and led them to the finals of the LCK split, which helped them qualify for Worlds. And now they're in the World Championship final, where nobody really ever saw them making it. So Faker is a god.
All right, I got this next one for you because I know I want you to come in hot once I'm done. All right.
Okay.
Best esports game. The game that has delivered the best overall esports experience to players, irrespective of genre or platform. Rob?
I mean, CS2 has probably on there, I'm sure.
Ah, damn. I thought you were going to be like, CS2 is the greatest game in the history of mankind. I want you guys to understand that Counter-Strike is a lifestyle. Counter-Strike is not just a video game. It's an experience. It's a human resource that deserves to be experienced like fossil fuels. Water.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you took the words right out of my mouth, to be honest, about CS:GO.
Oh shit!
And that's what that's what this should say. It should say Counter-Strike Global Offensive, because in 2023, that's what people played, was Counter-Strike Global Offensive. And for that, yeah, I will lay down my sword and shield for Counter-Strike, because again, like you said, it is the greatest FPS esport there is. It's the pinnacle. Like how Formula One is the pinnacle of racing. I would say the same thing for Counter-Strike. I would say Counter-Strike is the F1 and Call of Duty is like NASCAR or IndyCar. Counter-Strike is truly the greatest shooter esport that there is. Now we'll hopefully see that turn for CS2 slowly. Takes a big boat to turn. Big boats just don't turn in a day. That's what my dad likes to tell me. Takes a long time for a boat to turn. The nominees: Counter-Strike 2, Dota 2, League of Legends, PUBG Mobile, which is pretty big apparently, and Valorant. So yeah, my vote's for CS2. What about you, Blue?
My vote is probably gonna go to CS2 just because I feel like I don't really see a lot about Valorant. PUBG Mobile, I didn't even know PUBG Mobile has a huge esports following.
It's like India it's like one of the biggest esports in
Damn, that's honestly crazy. Well,
yeah.
shit. Yeah, League. I could just never get into League, and then Dota 2. I mean, I think the Dota 2 following is super sick, but the same deal. I just can't get into MOBAs as esports.
Yeah, I'm with you. I get it, especially when like you look at League or Dota.
I feel like
I think League is much prettier.
for me, CS is just so easy to spectate.
Yeah.
That like, I'm not even a big fan of spectating CS, but like if I like, it's pretty easy to watch and know what's going on. You know what I mean? So.
Mm-hmm. Next category, we have content creator of the year. We have Iron Mouse, People Make Games, Quackicity, Spreen, Cypher PK, and our very own Mr. Fruit.
Yeah, I mean it's obviously like not even fair to the rest of the people. Like Mr. Fruit's obviously taking this award.
Yeah, I agree.
This is also conjecture, by the way. He's not actually nominated, even though
Yeah, I mean, just saying,
hey,
video game awards.
Yeah,
but like, I don't know any of the. I mean, I know Quackicity because he's like the Minecraft guy. I think I know
Quackity and Cypher. That's it.
I know Cypher because of Minecraft or not
Minecraft.
Fortnite.
Fortnite. I'm a hero fucking Gwitty so hard, bro.
I don't know who Spreen is. No,
I have no idea who Spreen is. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to that man. I see that man in the streets.
People make games.
I don't know.
People make games. Like, oh, they're a Roblox stream. Okay, they're like a Roblox creator. Okay, yeah. Well, I'm so confused. People Make Games has uploaded 1, 2, 3, 4 videos this year. I don't understand. How can you be content creator if you made 4 videos?
Hey man, don't at me like that.
I don't get it.
I stream like once or twice a year, right? And
I'm gonna vote for Iron Mouse solely because it looks like it's a VTuber, and I'm sure Sammy loves this VTuber.
Fuck.
And I'm sure everybody out there with the VTuber bug loves them too. So I'm gonna go Iron Mouse.
All right.
Shout out Sammy.
We got most anticipated.
Wait, who'd you vote for?
Oh, Cypher PK.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll vote for Cypher. Cypher's a cool dude. You know. Next up, we got most anticipated game, recognizing
here we go.
Game.
Something to sink our teeth into.
Announced game that has demonstrably illustrated potential to push the gaming medium forward. Okay, what?
A word, demonstrably, like
demonstrably. Anyways, we got Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. A lot of the weebs are looking forward to this one. I'm included. Hades 2, Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth, Star Wars Outlaws, and Tekken 8.
Ooh, all right.
I'm a little split on these myself, to be honest. I will say, don't know what the fuck Star Wars Outlaws doing there.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, I'm excited. Like, but I don't know what Star Wars Outlaws even is at this point. You know what I mean? Like, that picture that they have for the thing is like the most I fucking have seen.
Yeah, I don't know anything about this game, and like, with all due respect, I would be way more hyped for Fallen Order game versus this game that Ubisoft. See, like, I want to be hyped, but then I see Ubisoft, so like,
yeah, that's what I was about to say as well. Like, you see,
so I'm not hyped. This is tough for me because like I am looking forward to 7 Rebirth, but like Tekken looks so heat. Tekken 8 is just looking gas.
See, like, I'll probably vote, like, if I was to look at these lists and they'd be like, which are you most excited for? I would say Star Wars Outlaws. So I'm going to vote for Star Wars Outlaws. Just on the fact, on the IP itself.
I'm probably going Tekken 8. Like, Tekken, it just looks so heat, man. I would normally go with, I would have normally went with 7 Rebirth, but Tekken 8 just looks hype. Like, it's one of those fighting games, like, it makes me want to actually play it. And I don't have time to invest in a fighting game, but I want to try it. So, you know, Shark, see you on the sticks. It'll be pretty easy to beat him. I mean, it'll take me a couple days to catch up to him. I'm a fighting game warlord, so unfortunate, Shark, but hey. Cozy up in style this fall with the unmatched comfort of MeUndies. MeUndies has the softest and most breathable underwear and loungewear that I have ever experienced. Whether you're on the grind during the work week or posted up on the couch watching some Dream Team videos, MeUndies is here to keep you comfy. Listen, I am not going to mince words here, lads. I am a sweaty dude. I run hot most of the time, and my boys need to breathe as best they can, okay? There's very few underwear brands that are soft and breathable enough for me when I'm just going about my normal day, and MeUndies is one of them. Not only that, but they have some really sick designs. I don't know about you guys, but I always enjoyed having really sick underwear with cool art on them when I was younger, and I don't know why society told me I had to stop wearing things like that. So I really enjoy the seasonal designs and year-round geometric stuff that they offer. MeUndies aren't just stylish, versatile, comfortable, and breathable, they're responsibly sourced too. They use sustainably sourced materials and work with partners that care for their workers. And if you're not happy with your first pair of MeUndies, it's on MeUndies. To get 25% off your first order, plus free shipping, go to MeUndies.com/GG15. That's MeUndies.com/GG15 for 25% off, plus free shipping. MeUndies comfort from the outside in.
The holidays are almost here, and there is plenty of t-shirt cheer thanks to our sponsor, True Classic Tees. Fellas, we have the perfect gift for your wish list. True Classic Tees are the gift for you, for her, and the great present for any guy in your life. True Classic is on a mission to maximize men's confidence by making them look good. Trust me when I say that this is the gift that the ladies will appreciate too. Guys, this is the shirt that I wear that Blue and Mr. Fruit think I look jacked in, all right? And spoiler alert, I haven't lifted in like 2.5 years. If you're rocking a Santa bod, True Classics might be the Christmas miracle you've been waiting for. Almost all men's shirts are designed to look good on certain body types. Well, True Classics team designed t-shirts to make the fellas of all sizes out there feel comfortable in their clothing. Again, True Classic hooked me up and I look jacked in it. Get 25% off at trueclassictees.com/GG. Free shipping included on purchases over $100. That's 25% off at trueclassictees.com/GG. Santa won't be the only one slaying thanks to True Classic.
Our next category here is best adaptation, recognizing excellent creative work and faithfully and authentically adapts a video game to entertainment medium.
This one's easy as shit for me.
What? It's easy.
Oh, this one's easy.
This is like a banger category.
This is a great category because of how good video game like show and movies have gotten lately. So
I'm gonna read the nominees and then I'm gonna ask a question. We're gonna have to.
Yep.
Okay, Castlevania Nocturne, Gran Turismo, The Last of Us, the Super Mario Bros. Movie, and Twisted Metal. Yep. My question is, where is the anime of Cyberpunk? Was that last year and it's not this year? I thought that came out this year.
I'm pretty sure the Cyberpunk anime was last year, my guy.
Okay, I was just curious. I was shocked to not see that on here. Okay,
it was a little over a year ago. Yeah, so.
All right, if it's so easy for you, what are you voting for?
I think this is easy. Last of Us dub. I would say, not to say easy because the other ones are bad, but because Last of Us was so good. Like, yeah. I think The Last of Us expanded on the game in ways that were better than the game. And yeah. I mean, like, there was pros and cons to it. Like, I think the last episode wasn't like quite as good as the game, but like, dude, Pedro Pascal is just such a good actor. The actress who played Ellie was great too. They just did like, and then it was just great. It was just awesome. I think The Last of Us is the best video game adaptation to TV or movies that's ever been made, in my opinion. So I would have said Mario Bros. Movie if Last of Us didn't come out, because Mario Bros. Did bang.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I'll talk about is the Super Mario Bros. Movie was awesome. You know, I didn't see it in theaters, but I ended up like seeing it a little bit later, and I had fun. It was a great movie. It was fun. You know, it was clearly like one of those like that was made for kids, but like I enjoyed it. Like, that was
clean, fun hour and a half, baby.
Like exactly. Just I ate a seasoned chicken breast, and like that was good.
It was a good. It was a good Costco rotisserie chicken. Like it was just. Nothing crazy, nothing over the top, but it was like that was a good meal.
Now, everybody that liked Mario, it didn't, some 60-year-old out in Iowa didn't see the Super Mario Bros. Movie and go, you know what? I'm gonna go see that because I don't know what Mario is. You know, like it. The Last of Us broke gaming like barriers in the sense that like normal people were watching The
Well,
Last of Us, not even knowing that it was like a video game, like
oh
production.
no, well, yeah, for me, I think everyone knows the Mario Bros, right? Every single
Exactly.
person knows the Mario Bros, so they're gonna go see the movie. But yeah, a lot of people watched The Last of Us not knowing it was a
Yeah.
video game, and because of that, so many people were like, "Oh, this is based on a video game." Like my so many of my friends, some of my IRL friends, were like, "Dude, The Last of Us was so good." At my gym that I've been going to, they were like, "Oh man, you guys got to watch The Last of Us." They didn't even know it was based
Yeah,
on a
it's like,
video
oh,
game.
did you play
So
the game? And they're like, oh, it's a game. Like
yeah,
it's when a piece of video game like production kind of breaks that mold of like, oh my god,
transcends what it
yeah,
was
gaming,
to like the perception to the greater public of what it is. It's like that wasn't a game. Like people are just like, damn, this show's fucking awesome.
yeah, just a form of entertainment. It's just awesome. So yeah, that's my long-winded vote would also be The Last of Us because I think the Mario Bros. Movie is like a very close second, but it didn't do what the last
It was
for
fun.
like
It
entertainment.
was fun. But yeah, Last of
Would
Us
you like
was
to-
like crazy. All right, yeah, the next category is best multiplayer. Now this is going to be a little hot of a take for some nominees. For outstanding online multiplayer gameplay design, including co-op and massively multiplayer experiences, we have Baldur's Gate 3, Diablo 4, Party Animals, Street Fighter 6, and Super Mario Bros. Wonder.
So for me, when I hear best multiplayer, I think of playing with my friends and having the greatest experience, like which is going to give me the most fun experience of like multiplayer. And for me, that's no question. It's got to be Party Animals, right? Like at least like for like how I am as a gamer, you know, I'm sure the Baldur's Gate 3 multiplayer is really cool in the co-op experience and having that kind of group thing. But for me, when I'm at this point of a gamer, it's like when I'm playing a multiplayer game, I want to like laugh, have fun with my friends, and that's what Party Animals.
I'm the exact same. I've been looking forward to Party Animals for so long because that game is so fucking fun to play with buds. Yeah. Just like a good like, oh, no one's got anything to play. Everyone's chilling voice or some shit. You guys want to hop on Party Animals? Yo, Party Animals. Hop on Party Animals. It's fun. It's just so dope.
I think it's like it's not like a full $60 game, right? It's like $20, I think, or something around that, like $30, I think.
Something like that. It's a discount price for. Yeah. I mean, the game is it's a one-note game like, in that sense, but
the game is what you make it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you make it. And I think that's really awesome. And I'm sure, like over the years, they'll make level edits and stuff like that. I think it's a really good game. Now, Super Mario Bros. Wonder does look fun to play co-op, but it almost is like if you like when I see Super Mario Bros. Wonder, it's like, oh, have you played Super Mario Bros. Like Super or whatever the old one is? It's like, yeah. It's like, okay, well, you played this, but maybe I'm wrong. Like. Maybe there is a lot of difference.
I think when games come out so soon, it's a little weird to be adding them to like because Mario Bros. Wonder literally just dropped. I feel like there's got to be a cutoff, like at least a month before the voting process, because it's like y'all really. You've sat with the game for long enough to put it into the best multiplayer category. I don't know. I'm sure it's probably dope, right? But yeah, I don't know. I'm sure the rest seem dope. So Street Fighter 6 was pretty hot. But nonetheless, next category.
Next category is best sports/racing game. We'll go through this one pretty quickly. EA Sports FC 24, F1 23, Forza Motorsport.
Okay, Pog.
Hot Wheels Unleashed 2,
also kind of Pog.
The Crew Motorfest. That Hot Wheels game, the one Christian and I played this.
I'm pretty sure it was. I don't think it was the. I'm pretty sure it was.
Oh, no, I don't think so. This is like the
Really?
second one, I guess. Yeah.
I was
'Cause
gonna say maybe you played the first
all the
one, but
reviews
shit.
are like, yeah, but like I loved that game, so I'm voting for that one. I had a lot of fun with it.
I'm voting
I
for
thought it was
Motorsport because Forza has had Gran Turismo by the balls for the past decade, and they're not stopping. So,
I respect that.
well, that was easy. Well, here we go. Next category. We're not gonna have a lot of experience on this one, lads, but here we go.
Yeah.
Best sim strategy. Best game focused on real-time or turn-based simulation or strategy gameplay. We have Advanced Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp. We have
Mystery loves that one.
Cities Skylines 2. I know a lot of people love. Company of Heroes 3. Fire Emblem Engage. And Pikmin 4.
Like Blue said, the experience of this. Like, these are the kind of games where it's like I look at Skylines, it's like design a city. It's like, why would I do that? If I wanted to do that, I'd go to school and then I'd get paid to do it. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't just do it for fun. So
I'm glad those people enjoy it, but yeah.
I'm gonna vote for Fire Emblem Engage because my brother loved it and said it was his game of the year, and was very upset that it was somehow not in the game of the year, like nominees. And I said, get a job, like it's Fire Emblem, bro.
Jesus Christ, man! Nah, get his ass though.
Yeah. Well, I'll vote for that for you, Eric.
I'm definitely voting Pikmin 4. I really enjoyed Pikmin 4. Nice cozy game.
You played it?
I played it. I haven't finished it, but of all these, I mean, Pikmin's a fun game, man.
That was like the one GameCube game as a kid that just never I never played it. I don't know why. Never.
Yeah, it doesn't appeal to everyone. It doesn't need to, you know. But I would say I would vote for Pikmin 4.
Next category here, we have Best Family. For the best game appropriate for family play, irrespective of genre or platform. We have Disney Illusion Island, Party Animals, Pikmin 4, Sonic Superstars, and Super Mario Bros. Wonder.
Yeah, this is a clean sweep of Party Animal sweep. Party Animal sweep,
Really?
baby.
See, I'm thinking as a perspective as a parent, what I would want to play with my kid.
I want to see plushy looking animals beating the shit out of each other. That's good ass family fun, baby.
See, I'm picking Super Mario Bros. Wonder, I think. Then I think to back when I played Super Mario 2 with my dad as a kid. That's like one of the things I hold on to. So I'll do Mario's Bros.
I can see Super Mario Bros. Wonder 100% being
classic. This next category, Blue, is for you.
Go on.
No, you're.
Oh, me. Oh, yeah. Sorry. All right.
This is
best fighting. For the best game designed primarily around head-to-head combat, we have God of Rock, Mortal Kombat 1, Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2, which, by the way, I didn't even fucking know there was a second one coming out when the first one just came out.
Well, they cut you can't even play the first one, right? Like,
I don't know. I didn't hear shit. So I was like, oh, okay. We got Pocket Bravery and Street Fighter 6. Well, this one's honestly pretty easy for me. I do enjoy me some Street Fighter 6.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's probably gonna be a pretty easy Street Fighter 6 because I've been seeing some Mortal Kombat things, and sure, like the Omni-Man like character's cool and stuff, but I've seen a lot of bugs in that game. I didn't really see that when Street Fighter came out.
Mortal Kombat does seem hype, but yeah, Mortal Kombat just never been my game, so just never really grabbed me. This is a hot one. This next one coming up is a hot one.
Best RPG. For the best game design with rich player character customization and progression, including massively multiplayer experiences. We have Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy, I believe that's 16.
That's right, baby.
Lies of P, Sea of Stars, and Starfield.
I'm voting 16 purely because that game is a visual treat. I think Baldur's Gate is probably going to take this pretty cleanly because Baldur's Gate is just that game took over the world this year. I've heard good things about Lies of P, but I don't know. I don't think it really. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I meant to get around to playing that game. I thought it looked kind of fun.
I'm definitely
Like a
voting
Dark
16
Souls
though.
type. Yeah, I'll vote for Baldur's Gate. I'll be the normie. Kind of just seeing the character customization you can do, and I don't think anything is more RPG than D&D, and it sounds
That's
like
true.
they captured that that essence, I would say, in Baldur's Gate 3. From what I've seen, I haven't played it yet.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right, we got best action adventure. This is a big category this year. I mean, this is a massive category this year. We have
Jeez.
for the best action adventure game combining combat with traversal and puzzle solving. We have Alan Wake 2, Marvel's Spider-Man 2, Resident Evil 4, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, and The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Sheesh.
Ooh. I played 4 of these. The only one I didn't play was Alan Wake.
Yeah, I have not played Alan Wake. This is another one of those where it's like, that shit just came out. Do we really
Yeah,
have...
exactly. Like I can't see like that one. That's one that should I don't know, go into next year. But that's neither here or there. This one's really tough. I mean, like Resident Evil 4 was a good time. Like I played it for about 4 hours, I think, and had fun. I didn't end up finishing it, but I had fun. Like I could see why people really like it. Star Wars Jedi Survivor was awesome. Like if you got past the game not working first month. Really awesome story. The puzzles were fun. But I think it's clearly between Zelda and Marvel Spider-Man.
I think so too. I'm voting for Tears of the Kingdom. I streamed the entire game. The game was so good. I was like, I gotta finish this game, and I'm finishing it with stream. I rarely fully finish not Pokemon games on my streams, and Tears of the Kingdom was just fucking phenomenal. I think I would say Tears of the Kingdom is probably has just beat my ass so hard that it was like, you're gonna put me in your top 5 games of all time right fucking now, you little bitch. And I said, yes, Tears of the Kingdom, you are in my top 5 games of all time. I will. So I thought Tears of the Kingdom was just fucking incredible. So I'm giving my vote to Tears.
I'm gonna give my vote to Marvel Spider-Man. Like you kind of said, you don't finish games ever. I don't finish games either, and I finished Marvel Spider-Man and nearly contemplated on doing 100%.
Damn.
It's a lot of fun, man. Like when you get in that kind of mode of combos and stuff like that, and it was kind of the perfect difficulty in the sense that the game was hard but not too hard or too punishing. The only gripe I had again with that game was just kind of the stealth missions and stuff, but other than that, it was awesome. So I'm gonna give my vote to Spider-Man.
Stacked ass category shit.
Best action game. For the best game in the action genre, focused primarily on combat. We have Armored Core, Fires of Rubicon, Dead Island 2, Ghost Runner 2, Hi-Fi Rush, and Remnant 2.
There's a lot of these games I wanted to try out this year, but I haven't.
And both of those are in here for me too. Yeah.
I know I didn't think I would enjoy Armored Core as much as I did, but I really enjoyed Armored Core. I still really want to try Remnant. I watched tons of Dead Island 2. It was alright. It looked okay, but and I know a lot of people love Hi-Fi Rush.
Yeah, I watched Joey play that. He seemed to like that game.
But I'm definitely giving it to Armored Core. I thought it's definitely a niche title, and I think a lot of people definitely won't vibe with it purely because it's such just mecha games are just so kind of an acquired taste, but also just definitely not for everyone type beat. And I thought it wasn't for me, but I played it and that shit was super fun. So
yeah, I'm gonna go for Armored Core. From what I watched and from what people from old Armored Core Game Pass said about the game and how much they liked it more. I'm gonna go with Armored Core. It looked a lot of fun. I still need to play it.
All right.
All right, is it me or is it you?
I think it's me. I'll hit you
Okay,
with
go
it.
for it.
We got best VR AR for the best game experience playable in virtual or augmented reality. This is another one of those. I don't have VR, so I cannot really comment as much, but I have watched quite a few of these. We have Gran Turismo 7, Horizon Call of the Mountain, Humanity, Resident Evil Village VR mode, and Synapse. I think we can all agree that we're probably going to have to vote for Resident Evil Village purely off the fact.
Damn it, I was gonna put on my VR headset. I don't know.
Purely off the fact that you can in VR get absolutely strangled by Lady Dimitrescu.
Yeah, I would probably say if I had because I have a VR headset and it was like you need to play one of these games today. Which are you playing? I would probably reluctantly pick Resident Evil Village VR mode. That sounds terrifying, but also kind of very interesting at the same time. Kind of one of those games where like I feel like VR was made to play this.
Yeah, 100%. All right, this next one's a little.
Yeah, a little sleeper. Best mobile game. Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis. Hello Kitty Island Adventure.
Yes.
Shout out Butters. Honkai Star Rail. Monster Hunter Now and Terra Nil. I'm strictly voting for Hello Kitty Island Adventure.
I'm voting Hello Kitty Island Adventure because it deserves it, but also because fuck Honkai Star Rail. Fuck you weebs that are letting these companies give you these games that are straight rips, 1-for-1 copies of other great games, but they're actually really it's the games are like really culturally significant and like they really like tackle a lot of issues that shut the fuck up.
All right, Sammy. All right.
Shut up. You're playing the game because there's a bunch of fucking hot waifus and husbandos and it's cool cell shading and don't eat my ass with that fucking oh my god, the cultural commentary. Shut up. Eat your food. I even have people like Dork who were like, dude, it's not just about it's about the plot. And I was like,
yes, it is.
Then I'm like, what plot? Oh, you're talking about the plot on your like in between your character's legs. Is that what you're talking about? Because I know you're not talking about the plot of the game. All right, dude. You guys need to. Here's what you guys need to understand. You guys are like, dude, this shit like really like. I didn't think it would like grab me like this, but it did. Shut up. Sit in your corner and say you like hot anime waifus and husbandos, and leave the rest of us alone, man. All right, I don't want to hear about how fucking wicked Genshin and Honkai Star Rail tackled social commentary. Shut up. Go away. And pay like $500 to get a fucking character. I hate you. You're the worst, and you suck. And I mean that. Jesus Christ.
All right. Glad I got that out of your system. Feel better?
I'm sorry. I had to do it.
Okay.
All right, Rob, you got this next one.
That one was for you, Sammy and Dork. Best debut indie game. For the best debut game created by a new independent studio. We have Cocoon, Deranged, Pizza Tower, Venba, and Viewfinder. I didn't play any of these.
I didn't play any of these either, so I don't think I could vote on this one.
Yeah, I'm going to vote for Pizza Tower just because I like the thumbnail.
I'm going to vote for Cocoon because that looks cool.
Does look kind of.
Next up, we got Best Independent Game. For outstanding creative and technical achievement in a game made outside the traditional publisher system, we got Cocoon once again, Dave the Diver, Dredge, Sea of Stars, and Viewfinder.
I'm going to vote for Sea of Stars on this one because it was on a past one.
I heard tons of good things about Sea of Stars, but I'm actually going to vote for Dave the Diver. Because Dave the Diver was actually a really cool game.
Oh.
Here we go. I was waiting for this one.
Best community support category. Recognizing a game for outstanding community support, transparency, and responsiveness, inclusive on social media activity and game updates / patches. We have Baldur's Gate 3, Cyberpunk 2077. You would think that's hilarious because 3 years ago. Destiny 2, Final Fantasy 16.
14.
What was that for? 14. Okay, that's the one you play.
Yep.
And No Man's Sky.
Well, let's get the cat out of the bag here. It is crazy to me the amount of Bungie meat writing that I had to listen to, and then for Bungie to just fire their basically their entire community support team, and then for the community support team to get passively nominated. But I will say DMG did point something out really well on Twitter.
I saw this.
About how is it really the community support who's getting the award, or is it just the CEOs and bigwigs accepting it and acting like, oh, they popped off? Because it really is when they're like, oh, the best community support, whoever the main devs are, the main lead are, and they're like, man, we did that. It's like, did you?
Well, the best thing about it is I like to think because I never thought about it like that. But when DMG said that, I was like, fuck, he's right. Because it's almost as if let's say the makeup department on Dune won best makeup.
Exactly.
And the fucking director goes up and accepts the award. You didn't fucking do the makeup, so why should you be accepting the award? And then I thought it was really funny that in the comments somebody posted a picture of the past Bungie team accepting the award or something.
I mean, I'm voting for 14 because not just the devs putting so much work into talking about what's coming to the game. We have our live letters every couple months, but also, I mean, the social media team on 14 is just great. They really lean into the memes, and they're just super funny. They have this whole thing going on, this whole running joke of tweeting way, which is the Loporits are basically always named a noun or a verb related to humanity with way at the end. So you have silly shit like pudding way, who's it's a rabbit that only makes pudding. You have singing way and stuff like that. So they have this funny goofy Twitter meme running where every once in a while the Loporit rabbit will take control of social media. They're doing really good. I know there's very few people watching this who are like, oh, I know what he's talking about. But everyone else is so happy for you, Blue. But they put a lot of work and effort into it, so I'm voting 14. Not just because it's my favorite game, but because they actually put a lot of work into it.
Yeah, Blue, I'm with you, bro. I'm gonna vote for 14 because a game that has kept your your support and loyalty to over the years, doesn't come undeserved or I'm looking for. It just deserves what the love you give it. So they obviously have earned it in some sort of way with their community support. So I'll vote for Final Fantasy for you.
That's right. That's my go right there.
It also would be so funny to see if Bungie won this.
That would be hilarious.
That would be so fucking funny.
It would be the best. It would be so funny if fucking whatever his name Luke Smith went up and he's so it's so
too funny.
Thanks for this to the people who are sitting at home working a different job. Cold turkey may be great on sandwiches, but there's a better way to break your bad habits. We're not talking about summoning Cthulhu to release the impure desires that infringe upon our mortal lives, thus creating impurity to our tentacle god. We're talking about our sponsor, Fume, and they look at the problem in a different way. Not everything in a bad habit is wrong, so instead of a drastic, uncomfortable change, why not just remove the bad from your habit? Fume is an innovative, award-winning flavored air device that does just that. Instead of vapor, Fume uses flavored air. Instead of electronics, Fume is completely natural. And instead of harmful chemicals, Fume uses delicious flavors. You get it. Instead of bad, Fume is good. It's a habit you're free to enjoy and makes replacing your bad habit easy. Your Fume comes with an adjustable airflow dial and is designed with movable parts and magnets for fidgeting, giving your fingers a lot to do, which is helpful for de-stressing and anxiety while breaking your habit. I've actually been waiting for a company to focus on the flavor and action of inhaling air for a long time. Back in college, I actually had some pretty bad habits myself, and even researching alternatives made me realize that I just wasn't going to find anything back then that let me enjoy the flavor and only the flavor of something like Fume. I was really surprised by how much taste such a compact device could pack into it, and it's incredibly refreshing to enjoy the natural taste they offer. I'd compare it to something like herbal tea, just in air form. Stopping is something we all put off because it's hard, but switching to Fume is easy, enjoyable, and even fun. Fume has served over 150,000 customers and has thousands of success stories, and there's no reason that can't be you. Join Fume in accelerating humanity's breakup from destructive habits by picking up the Journey Pack today. Head to tryfume.com and use code GG to save 10% off when you get the Journey Pack today. That's tryfum.com and use code GG to save an additional 10% off your order today.
This show is brought to you by our sponsor, BetterHelp. Daylight savings is in full gear, which means seasonal depression is at an all-time high. I don't know about you guys, but I definitely struggle with it. That's why if you're looking for therapy, you should look at BetterHelp. BetterHelp was professional, on time, and if I didn't like any of my therapists, I was able to switch it right away. I also didn't have to talk to anybody on camera if I didn't feel like it. If you're starting to think about giving therapy a try, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire and to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. Find your bright spot this season with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/GG today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/GG. Thank you, BetterHelp, for sponsoring this podcast. Remember, guys, that's BetterHelp, HELP.com/GG.
Cozy up in style this fall with the unmatched comfort of MeUndies. MeUndies has the softest and most breathable underwear and loungewear that I've ever experienced. Whether you're on the grind during the work week or posted up on the couch watching some Dream Team videos, MeUndies is here to keep you comfy. Listen, I am not going to mince words here, lads. I am a sweaty dude. I run hot most of the time, and my boys need to breathe as best they can, okay? There's very few underwear brands that are soft and breathable enough for me when I'm just going about my normal day, and MeUndies is one of them. Not only that, but they have some really sick designs. I don't know about you guys, but I always enjoyed having really sick underwear with cool art on them when I was younger, and I don't know why society told me I had to stop wearing things like that. So I really enjoy the seasonal designs and year-round geometric stuff that they offer. MeUndies aren't just stylish, versatile, comfortable, and breathable. They're responsibly sourced too. They use sustainably sourced materials and work with partners that care for their workers. And if you're not happy with your first pair of MeUndies, it's on MeUndies. To get 25% off your first order, plus free shipping, go to MeUndies.com/GG15. That's MeUndies.com/GG15 for 25% off, plus free shipping. MeUndies comfort from the outside in.
The holidays are almost here, and there is plenty of t-shirt cheer thanks to our sponsor, True Classic Tees. Fellas, we have the perfect gift for your wish list. True Classic Tees are the gift for you, for her, and the great present for any guy in your life. True Classic is on a mission to maximize men's confidence by making them look good. Trust me when I say that this is the gift that the ladies will appreciate too. Guys, this is the shirt that I wear that Blue and Mr. Fruit think I look jacked in, all right? And spoiler alert, I haven't lifted in like 2.5 years. If you're rocking a Santa bod, True Classics might be the Christmas miracle you've been waiting for. Almost all men's shirts are designed to look good on certain body types. Well, True Classics team designed t-shirts to make the fellas of all sizes out there feel comfortable in their clothing. Again, True Classic hooked me up and I look jacked in it. Get 25% off at trueclassictees.com/GG. Free shipping included on purchases over $100. That's 25% off at trueclassictees.com/GG. Santa won't be the only one slaying thanks to True Classic.
Anyways, best ongoing game is the next category. Awarded to a game for outstanding development of ongoing content that evolves the player experience over time. We have Apex Legends, Cyberpunk 2077, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, and Genshin Impact. I would just like to say fuck Genshin Impact. Fuck those guys too. And if you vote for Genshin Impact because it's such good, it's so good, man. Like, I can't believe they talked about such culturally respectable content, and like these characters have such deep. Shut the fuck up and go enjoy your hot anime waifu boobies and leave me alone. Anyways, I'm voting Final Fantasy 14 because we have fine ass cat girls in Limsa.
Yeah, I'm too gonna go with Final Fantasy Blue once again.
That's my goal!
If it's kept your attention over the years, they must be really good at ongoing content.
I will say, this is genuinely a stacked category because 2077, the rebound from 2077 is pretty impressive. And then obviously Fortnite every year. It's Fortnite, dude. It's Fortnite. They just don't stop. Epic's content cycle is crazy. So it is a deceptively stacked category.
We have Games for Impact. For a thought-provoking game with a pro-social meaning or message. We have a space.
Notice how Genshin and Honkai aren't on these.
Chance of Sinar. Goodbye Volcano High. Jiha? I don't know how to say that. T and a C next to each other with an H.
Chia.
Terra Nil and Venba. I'm gonna go with Goodbye Volcano High just because it looks like a funny. I actually think I remember what the premise of that story is. I think it's like dinosaurs in high school. If I'm not mistaken. Something like that.
Probably
go Goodbye.
I'm going with Venba here because I saw so many people talk about how amazing this game was for them, like seeing the representation for them. Which for people who don't know what Venba is basically like it's like a cooking game. And it's like a very big love letter to like Indian cooking. Indian culture, and so many people were just enamored with it. So I was like, that really stuck with me how many people loved it. So I'm voting for Venba.
The one thing I did see about Venba is I think one of the game developers were like, I need to figure out how to get a US visa in 2 weeks type of thing. So that'd be really good to see.
We got innovation and accessibility, recognizing software and or hardware that is pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology, and content to help games be played and enjoyed by an even wider audience. We got Diablo 4, Forza Motorsport, Hi-Fi Rush, Marvel's Spider-Man 2, Mortal Kombat 1, and Street Fighter 6.
Yeah. I unfortunately can't really speak on the accessibility issue or not issues,
features.
But features that these games bring, so I probably won't vote. I wish Steve could tell me which one to vote for.
As far as accessibility, I can't really speak a whole lot on it. I think 6 did a good job in introducing a new control scheme for like new players coming in. That was really cool. I saw a lot of really cool accessibility features for Spider-Man 2. I would probably give it to 6 because they did put a lot of like really cool features in 6 to allow like more people to enjoy the game. So, what about you, Rob? Nothing. You're just kind of not really sure. I respect it.
Yeah, I have no clue.
All right.
We have best performance award to the individual for voice acting. We have Ben Starr for Final Fantasies at 16.
16.
Cameron Monaghan from Star Wars Jedi Survivor. We have Idris Elba for Cyberpunk. Melanie LeBird for Alan Wake 2. Neil Newbon for Baldur's Gate 3. And Yuri Lothenthal for Marvel Spider-Man 2. Assume that's Peter for Spider-Man 2?
That is Peter, also known as Sasuke Uchiha.
Oh, that's Sasuke?
Yes, that is Sasuke Uchiha's
Wait, okay, so this Ben Starr guy, I only know him from memes.
Oh yeah, he's a great memer on Twitter.
Yeah, he like somebody was like they're looking for a new voice of Mario, and then it was literally him like being serious, going like "Wahoo" and like stuff like that. I didn't know he was actually like a voice actor guy.
No, he's voice actor. He's a genuine. He got notoriety on Twitter because the Final Fantasy community loved his performance so much as Clive in 16 that he's got such a massive audience, and he leaned into it by just being a great meme lord.
Yeah.
Also
so
helps
that's
that
what
he's
I'm
pretty
looking for.
easy on the eyes, and everyone wants to breed him. So
Yeah, he is pretty handsome and has like that Giga Chad.
that Giga Chad voice that
Yeah.
he's got
If I look
everything
like
going for him.
I would admit, yes, I am a thirst. But
Dude. Okay, that's fair.
I think Thirst Trap. I think that is.
I get you. See, but that's just no. You're right. Honestly, he's right. He's spitting. He's right. All right, next category. Wait, actually, we need to vote.
Oh yeah, you didn't vote.
We need to vote.
I voted Ben Starr for the memes.
Yeah, I'm voting Ben Starr. He's great. He's awesome. All right, next up, we got Best Audio Design. Recognizing the best in-game audio and sound design. Alan Wake 2, Dead Space, Hi-Fi Rush, Marvel Spider-Man 2, and Resident Evil 4.
My vote is probably going to be surprising to most. I'm voting Dead Space. I played about half of it early on in the year, and I had a ton of fun with it, and it's a very scary game. And just hearing the sounds of like a ship and space, they did a really good job of like giving that. I really feel like audio design is one of the most important parts to a horror, scary type.
Oh, 100%.
Game. And I think Dead Space is really nails it on the head.
I'd probably give it to Hi-Fi Rush because I watched a ton of people play Hi-Fi Rush, and that game just intertwines audio design with gameplay so well. It was just really cool. I thought Hi-Fi Rush was just super creative, and it was just dope. It was just dope.
Next category here. We have Best Score and Music for Outstanding Music, inclusive of score, original song, and or licensed soundtrack. Really disappointed that we aren't seeing the newest TFT set. And that's kind of another thing I think in the best community support category. I would have loved to see Teamfight Tactics.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
In that, I think Teamfight Tactics team does a really good job. I think Mort Dog is one of the best community managers. I mean, he's not even a community manager. He's actually like one of the game directors, and he almost acts as like a community manager at the same time. So disappointed to see TFT not in this, but we have Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy 16, Hi-Fi Rush, and The Legend of Zelda.
This one's hard because it's like, I think it's very clearly between two for me. 16, fucking insane soundtrack. That's like one of the best video game soundtracks I've ever heard. And honestly, it was pretty light work for Soken too, because dude's an insane composer. I also loved a lot of the Tears of the Kingdom soundtrack. It's specifically the Colgera, the Wind Temple boss battle. Oh, one of the sickest songs I've ever heard in a video game. It's such a sick ass callback to Wind Waker, and like the way they use like the melodies and motifs, and just delicious. So I'm probably still giving it to 16 because oh my god, Soken just went so hard in that. But Tears of the Kingdom is really hot too. What do you think, Rob?
I'll probably vote for The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. I feel like the music in that game was one of the highlights of the game and kind of something they tried to build around. So I'll vote for that.
Next up, we got Best Art Direction for Outstanding Creative and/or Technical Achievement in Artistic Design and Animation. Alan Wake 2, Hi-Fi Rush, Lies of P, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, and The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom.
Um, like art direction is always pretty tough for me to like. Oh, like this is what they were kind of going for. Um, I guess I'd probably just go again with Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom, just for that dragon flying around in the sky.
I think Tears of the Kingdom went so fucking ham that I just can't imagine giving it to someone else, to a different game. Like the design of and direction of the just everything, and then they had a whole different artistic, like the underworld and the overworld, like the whatever's above, whatever they call above the whatever the whole design direction for the ancients is so sick. The whole new temples and shit. It just went so ham. I don't know. It was just Tears of the Kingdom, just eye porn for me when it came to art. So,
We have best narrative for outstanding storytelling and narrative development in games. Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Cyberpunk 2077, Phantom Liberty, Final Fantasy 16, and Marvel Spider-Man 2.
I would say to its detriment, 16 was a great narrative game. But because it went so hard on the narrative, I would give it to 16.
Okay. I'd probably go Baldur's Gate 3 here.
I think Baldur's Gate does win this though.
I didn't love the narrative of Marvel Spider-Man 2. The story was alright. Yeah, it is. I just think Baldur's Gate story is probably a lot more fun.
I think Baldur's Gate's definitely sweeping this one this year, in my opinion. So, all right.
Yeah.
Next category, we got Best Game Direction. Awarded for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design. We have Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Marvel Spider-Man 2, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, and The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom.
See, now I think this one's easy. And it should be Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. Like the amount of creativity that goes into that game is like bar to none. Like it is insane. Like the fact I'm watching people make like wind chimes in the game that can actually play theme songs of other games, and stuff like that. It's basically like, I think we talked about it earlier in the year. It's literally just like a sandbox, and it's like, all right, figure out how to have fun in your sandbox.
It's crazy because the game, that is the direction of the game, right? Like, of having this crazy sandbox that gives this game so much charm, and it's to a degree that it's just like crazy. Like people are doing shit that like I thought I would see in Gmod, but it's in Zelda, right? So it's like, it's just crazy. It's just, yeah, I think in the same way Breath of the Wild was innovative for how it approached open world, I think Tears of the Kingdom is innovative for the way it approached its sandbox. So I think the other games were great, but I wouldn't say any of them like changed the way I saw like what a game could be, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
So I'm giving it to Tears, in my opinion, for that one. All right, we got the big one now.
Oh, here we are.
This is the big one. The big eat big food, get big happy. I'm a little the nominees, to be honest, are a little strange for how great a lot of these categories were. Some of these decisions for Game of the Year are a little strange. Game of the Year nominees recognize a game that delivers the absolute best experience across all creative and technical fields. We have Alan Wake 2. Why? We have I'm sure it's great, but it's like it just came out. We got Baldur's Gate 3, of course. Marvel Spider-Man 2, another, of course. Resident Evil 4, which was just took the world by storm this year, and I get it. Super Mario Bros. Wonder, another one of those games is like, bro, that literally just came out like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Are we sure about that? And then we got The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. It's obviously Tears of the Kingdom. Of course, it's gonna get nominated. Rob, hit us with it.
So my first question for you, Blue, is there any game you think deserves to be in this that is not?
I think as far as games that deserve to be in this that aren't, I'm a little surprised that
You know what game I'm
have to
surprised
think
that
about
didn't have
this.
any nomination at all, but I understand why it doesn't have a nomination at all.
Maybe with the Boss Man.
Hogwarts Legacy. I figured I would see that nominated somewhere because a lot of people did say the game was fun
I'm
and
pretty
enjoyed
surprised,
it.
yeah.
And I get it that like J.K. Rowling is a fucking bitch. But like that's that studio's totally something. It had everyone said it did great and it was a lot of fun. So I was just surprised that I didn't see Hogwarts anywhere.
Yeah.
I am surprised I didn't see Dead Space as well. I thought Dead Space should probably.
I was pretty surprised that we didn't see any Dead Space. I am surprised we did not see
Final Fantasy? Are you not?
I like 16. I like 16, but it definitely, like, the game wise is a little weird. I wasn't totally like.
Okay.
I think it had so many great things going for it, but I think any other year you would see 16 nominated for Game of the Year, but this year was stacked hard. I'm surprised we did not see Street Fighter 6. I think Street Fighter 6 was like kind of a little bit of a renaissance for the game. I'm kind of surprised we didn't see that. I am a little surprised we didn't see Diablo 4, not because I personally thought it was amazing, but because a lot of people loved the main game, like the main campaign.
Yeah.
I'm super surprised we did not see Phantom Liberty.
Yeah, true. I figured with all the, like you said, I'm very surprised Alan Wake 2. Like it must be
I'm
insane. It must be a lot of fun.
I'm sure it's a great game, but I don't think it deserves it because of how close it is. Like, it just came out. Have we sat with it long enough to say a game that was that's only a couple weeks old to say, yeah, this is a game of the year, as well as Wonder. I'm sure they're great games in their own regards, but I feel like
Wonder is the one that, like, for me is like, you've played every kind of Mario game up until this point. Like, how different is it from the other like Mario side scrolling?
Exactly.
Like, genre of platform.
I don't. Well, I think it's done a lot of like really cool, unique things, but I don't know. It's weird. I'm definitely surprised Dead Space. I'm definitely surprised Hi-Fi Rush. Not seeing. God, what else came out this year? There's a lot of games.
Armored Core.
Armored Core. I kind of get it. I'm a little surprised we didn't see Starfield because Starfield was such a big game, and Xbox Starfield, that's like their big game this year. I'm pretty surprised we didn't see Starfield. I think that's about it. There's just so many great games this year, and all due respect to Alan Wake and Super Mario Wonder, but like, I don't really think those deserve to be up there, to be honest. They're just way too hot off the presses. And like, even like looking at the Metacritic right now, like Alan Wake 2 is not even in like the top 50 Metacritic scores, right? So it's like, obviously Metacritic is not like the end all be all, but still, like, I'm pretty surprised. It just seems a little just too hot, man. It's just too new. I know a lot of people give like the Oscars and the Grammy shit because like the cutoff is so early.
Yeah.
But like with the Game Awards, it's like, Jesus Christ, like,
what do you think the Game Awards cutoff needs to be? Like,
it's got to be at least.
You're saying like games that come out in 2022. Like, what do you think?
I mean, like, I obviously, like, you'll know a game is great within the first couple of weeks, right? But like, Alan Wake literally came out like 2.5 weeks ago from us recording this. 3 weeks ago. Crazy.
Yeah.
Super Mario Wonder even less time than that, Super Mario Wonder came out. Well, I guess Wonder's is not that as, but Super Mario Wonder is just a week older than that.
Do you remember what won game of the year last year?
Oh fuck, I'm talking all this shit. Spider-Man 2 came out at the same time Wonder did. Oh fuck, the comments are gonna come for me, but still. I don't know if Wonder deserves to be up there.
My vote for game of the year would be Marvel Spider-Man. I think not only is it, I think the most fun game that came out this year in terms of just like a game anybody can pick up and just play and immediately have fun and just swinging around. And I truly believe it's the best superhero game to ever come out in video game form ever. And I don't even think it's particularly even close. It's a blast. It's going to be, I mean, I don't think it's going to win the category, but it would be my game of the
year. Yeah, I'm going to, that's tough. I will say, to take a stance on it, there should be like a full month before the game, like from the Game Awards broadcast to nomination, there should be like a full month cutoff.
So you're saying like October 1st would be the cutoff?
More so like what date exactly is the Game Awards? 2023 is December 7th. I would even argue 2 months.
Okay, so November 1st, or no, you're saying October 1st.
Okay, so the nominees, right? What day is the nominees? The nominees,
where it came out on Monday, so they came out on the November 13th.
So 13th. I would say from release to nomination, I would say
the 7th they announced.
I would argue reasonably a game should be out for a month before they fully announce nominees, because you got to remember, like, especially like Wonder and Spider-Man 2, I can definitely understand to a degree, right? Like they probably have like a full week or two with the game. More than that, they probably have like a full 2 weeks before like the nominations fully go out, right? But like for me, Alan Wake especially, like from Alan Wake's release to nomination release, that is a week and a half from when the game released. That's crazy to me, because there's a whole process of like getting the votes in from people.
Yeah.
To get these nominees out. So I think that's just, I don't know, man. I think that's way too soon. So I would say for me, the game needs to be out like a full month before nominations are announced to keep it fair. Because like,
I understand that.
That's so soon. That being said, as far as the game of the year, it doesn't really matter for any of these games. I'm giving it to Tears of the Kingdom. I thought Tears of the Kingdom is one of the best games I've ever played.
Yeah, I like you said, I think this award comes down to two. It's gonna be Tears of the Kingdom and Baldur's Gate. I'll be really
interested. Yes. I think it's pretty neck and neck between Baldur's Gate and Tears of the Kingdom, and purely because like those two games really, like, Baldur's Gate is just an exercise in absolutely crazy RPG elements of just going full on, like, look at, like, this is a full on D&D brought to life in a crazy detailed game. So many branching pathways narratively, to an excessive degree that is so good that it's hard to imagine other RPGs not following suit in some way, shape, or form. Just the care and love they put into this game is insane. And then Tears of the Kingdom is just like you have Breath of the Wild, and you just can't really imagine a game innovating in the way that game did. And then Tears of the Kingdom comes out and it makes Breath of the Wild look like a rough draft edition.
Yeah.
Like, it like breath like the Zelda team is just consistently so creative and like really pushes what I believe a game could be. And Tears of the Kingdom is like one of the most insane games in recent history that I play, and I'm like, damn, like I could have never ever imagined this game to ever exist while I like walked this planet Earth. But here are the Zelda devs making crazy ass strides in what a game can be every single time from a purely gameplay perspective, not from like not from like what it could be artistically, not from like what it could be narratively, not from what it could be like pushing the medium of the art. It's straight up like, how can a game and its gameplay be pushed forward in a way that is just like almost unimaginable, and the Zelda devs continue to do it. So for that reason, it's easy Tears of the Kingdom for me. I could definitely see Baldur's Gate 3 winning this thing.
All right. Well, fortunately, my voice is cooked.
Same.
Thank you guys all for listening to the podcast today as we went through our Video Games Awards. Q&A and just the normal kind of function of the podcast will return next week. Next week is Thanksgiving, so Blue, bring a list of things you're thankful for.
Hell yeah, brother.
We'll see you guys then for the Thanksgiving episode. Everybody take care. Thank you guys all for listening. Go support our boy Fruit. If you have not watched this video, go watch it. All right. Take care, guys. Peace.